on time. We want to check the integrity and independence of those electoral officers, returning officers. I think it would be nice to agree that through this meeting, when should the public have the names of the returning officers? At least the old Electoral Act and regulations allow the public to comment on the integrity of those people. Very, very important. Again, time is not on our side. This election may end up being chaotic. There are too many things that are not in order, and we are moving towards nominations. This is one of them, very important. The second issue is Form 10. We have raised issues, moderator, several times through the working committee, and the working committee is proving truant, actually to the point of arrogance, that we want Form 10 to have results in figures as well as in words. What we saw in January was that it was easy to alter a 3 into an 8. We don't want to go backwards, but that's a fact. So, but if it's in words as well, it's difficult to alter. So we don't want the commission to say they have the powers. You don't have the powers. You work for the people of Zambia. That must be gotten very clear, with due respect. 3, the independent audit of the voters register. You have indicated here that you have not found a bidder. You are going to single source. We would like to know who is that independent auditor of the voter register. And we would like stakeholders to be informed of the scope of work, the terms of reference, and obviously have the opportunity to comment on the work that is being going, or which will be done in that process. It's very important, because if the integrity of the voter register is not right, the election cannot be free and fair. That's the next issue. We would like to have a soft copy of the final voter register. You are going to allow verification electronically, as we have heard from the correct director who presented it. So why can't we have an electronic register, final register, given to stakeholders? We live in an electronic age. It's easy for us to check if there are no new voters that have been added after the 31st of July. You get this deadline yourselves. Now, if we can't have an electronic register, how can we verify that there are no ghost voters that have been added? Very, very important. Last but not least, we need the roster when ECZ basically would take in the 100 supporters. Very simple things, but very important, so that we don't have a crisis. Again, we stand to have a lot of problems in this election. Flow chart of the results, how the results flow from the polling station through to other areas so we can intervene. Yes.
Then please, I seek your indulgence.
One last point.
May I say this?
Yeah.
A good number of these things in the next presentations that you raise will be addressed. So
I appreciate that, but I didn't know that. I couldn't know that because the agenda doesn't indicate it.
The last item on the agenda, which is number 5.
Why don't I finish, Mr. Kufuna? I'm just 1 second. The last point is that in 20 January elections, our permits to fly helicopters and fixed wing planes were basically uncoordinated, cancelled by ZAF. We would like the stakeholders to assure all of us to use any means of transport that we can to campaign. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have close to perhaps